This is the way America is supposed to be. And if more states were run like Tennessee, they wouldn't have to leave those states. Tennessee is the example. California, New Jersey, not the example to run a state, in my opinion.
Eastern Tennessee. Far Eastern Tennessee. Kim and I spent 2 days driving around this strange land for a dispatch that I think you're going to like a lot. I'm going to show you parts of this country you've never seen before. The good part, the undiscovered part, for now. And some only in Tennessee off the main highway stuff. Because that's what you people want. If you want to drink some whiskey, Tennessee. If you want to kiss your sister, Tennessee. If you want to see some mountains and some rednecks, you'll be counting Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. Look at that wonderful Eastern Tennessee hillsides. Down there is just west of Jonesboro in Washington County, Tennessee. Looks appealing, doesn't it? Rolling hillsides, space, cows, and small windy roads. No income taxes, conservative values. You can make a good life down there. More houses. Ew, they're ruining it. Look at the farmland. Don't come up here and put a bunch of houses in. Uh-oh. Looks like a lot of other people had the same idea, damn it. We're going to begin this dispatch just outside of Jonesboro and explore this whole area here, mostly Washington, Greene, and Hawkins counties. Everybody wants to move to Tennessee now, but Nashville's overcrowded and just bonkers. Memphis is Memphis. So rural Tennessee it is. Talked about Knoxville and Chattanooga and sort of central eastern Tennessee, but we had never been to far eastern Tennessee until now. It's Tennessee's kind of almost Appalachia land. Wide open, rolling hills, and smallish cities that are definitely going to blow up one day. I think you're going to like what Kim and I uncovered. We saw some stuff, let me tell you. It all starts right when we got outside of town. I kept saying, pull over every 5 minutes. Okay, it's our final day of our trip. You may be watching this out of order, and this is not the final day of anything. But for us, it's our final day. We've been in southern Appalachian land for 3 weeks now. We are leaving Jonesboro, Tennessee, and we are going to just kind of meander throughout eastern Tennessee, even some more. There's a couple stops along the way. It's just going to be some small towns, hopefully find some interesting people to talk to, and just show you the way of life out here. It's like no place I've ever been. It's just lovely. Let's see if the VFW folks are in town. All right, they're going to see. He said, hey, Dale, you want to talk to this boy out here? God bless the VFW folks. Tell me about Eastern Tennessee. What's the way of life like here?
And it's a nice little place, you know, good country people. And now everybody's moving from all these other states and buying up land. This little town, when I moved up here, Jonesboro didn't have a stoplight. And it just grown, you know, and it's like every other city. Just starting condos and houses and all that. It's not like the old country used to be, but it's still a nice place to live. Get you a job, stick to it, and work for what you get. Don't expect people to just keep giving. That's what gets me about the young generation. They don't want to work, they want everything give to them.
After we talked with those dudes, we shot the shit for a while, and they were like, did you see the view from our parking lot, Nick? And I said, no. See, a lot of people would never know. They hear Tennessee's beautiful, but they don't know this part of, like, the eastern. They know Appalachia, like hills, and then they know Nashville and stuff. But, oh my goodness. Oh my God, look at that view. A lot of people are worried that view is going to maybe be gone one day, and some people aren't. They're doing some kind of cattle thing, Kim says. Are they doing an auction? We're gonna go down here. I'm not sure what's going on here. This might be a dead lead, but they're setting up for something. It's our job to find out. What? All right, so we got the auction about to start here. We got about an hour or so we're not gonna be here for this. Unfortunately, oh, what do we got in these crates? Oh, we got the birds. These are all birds that are gonna be auctioned off, apparently. Oh, that makes you a little sad, but this is the way of life. All right, so this is the auction. This is how they do it out here. So you just sit in the stands and make an auction. Birds, cattle, dogs, and I wish we were here to see it start.
It's flea market's closed today, but having an auction, WJ Auction Company's here.
And what are you here to do today?
I'm selling chickens.
How much of chickens, what are you hoping to get today?
Well, we got a lot of different stuff. I hope some roosters bring $20 and banty chickens. If I could get 5 apiece, I'd be lucky.
Man, you could do a whole video just on what's about to go down in that building, but we're going down the road. More stuff to see. We got one more final hauler to go through before we get to our final destination. And this is what it looks like back in a Eastern Tennessee hauler. I just finally had to pull over and fly the drone up here. Look at that. Eastern Tennessee's becoming my new favorite place. I just said that 2 weeks ago about North Georgia. Cheap living. Laws enforced. Good people. Out this way, it's not wealthy. Households bring in about 40 to 50K in many areas. Probably goes nowhere where you live, but down here, it's not so bad. There's a lot of SNAP. There's a lot of poverty. Some of these pockets, families bring in about half what the average American families do. But you're trading out what you think success means when you live out here. Open space, safety, nature, no stress, no drama. You gotta look at your priorities. What's more important to you? A lot of money in the bank and stress? Or regular life and no stress? A lot of this part of Tennessee never got developed. It's like other parts of Appalachia, the land's not really easily farmable. There's not a lot of coal down there. They didn't really have a big cash crop or a big industry down here. Other parts of Appalachia had a boom and then a bust. They never got the boom here. A lot of people work in retail, grocery stores, gas stations, teachers, some manufacturing, a lot of blue-collar work. You want to go to a big city like Johnson City or Bristol, it's under an hour from here on roads just like this that might be kind of enjoyable. I don't know. This is the freeway up here. No traffic. You know, if you like the rolling hillsides and the beautiful nature, don't buy a new house because it's just you're gonna turn it into the place you're leaving.
If you're coming here because you love the farms and the cows and the horses and those beautiful Sunday drives, then buy a house that needs renovation and then have our farmland, or buy a couple of acres and create your own homestead here. We would love to have you.
There is change, and as I was driving in today, you see a coming soon public sign, and there's a nice creek and cows there. So, locals don't like to see things go away, like cows. We like to look at cows. However, the positive is that, it is a wonderful place to live. My son can walk down the street and eat or get ice cream. I don't have to think twice about it. Tennessee is a great state, and it just sells itself. It's the way it's supposed to be.
And everyone wants to know, where should I move, Nick? I want to go somewhere safe and affordable. So I have published an ebook. That's right. Click the link in the description to get my comprehensive and always updated guide on the best places to move in each state. Search Nick's ebook in the description below to get your copy today. And now back to the show. The big destination that day was Greenville. It's the biggest city in this entire region. There's only 16,000 people here. I think this place is about to blow up. We could tell as soon as we arrived. Okay, so Greenville, Tennessee has also really kind of exploded with people. Not really exploded, but it's growing. This is an example of a neighborhood that is at the very far end of, I wanted to show you how the rich people live. All of this stuff is between $850 and $1 million. You could probably expect to pay about $900,000 to live in the rich part of town here in Greenville, Tennessee. The breadwinners in this part of town live. Here you go. And this is kind of stuff that all the locals will probably rue. Darn it. People moving in here. But 900, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that's not a deal. The people coming in from you're probably trading up, straight up, $900,000 for another one. But you don't have income tax and you don't have a bunch of BS, and it's really super laid back and nice people and big giant homes with big yards for the win, people. Yeah, up against off in the distance is the western side of the Appalachians, and on the other side of that is North Carolina. So you're at the base of the Appalachians and the rolling hillsides. Look at that view, but yeah, it's gonna be probably gone one day. Then here come the junkies and the bums and all the woke stuff. So enjoy it while you can. You know, it's
these people had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, well, actually, they probably did. I was sitting here saying they may not be very welcoming to people from out of state, but I would imagine a lot of this, they'd be like, hey, welcome, refugee, Californian, fellow New Jerseyan.
But what they are concerned about is if you move here, you need to add value, and you're here because you love the lifestyle. You're not here to change it.
Don't come change it, just blend in. This is the affordable side of town. This is the opposite of what all the probably new people, these are probably people that have been here for a while. I don't know. If you wanted to move here, this is the affordable side of town. Everything on this street that we're looking at is about 200 or less. I saw some 50,000s. I saw some 75s.
It wants to go left here.
Yep.
Highland.
I saw some 150. So if you wanted to move to this part of eastern Tennessee and you wanted to be in a town like Greenville and you didn't want to spend a lot of money, this is an entry-level neighborhood where you'd spend anywhere from $50,000 to $175,000 for a home. And look at that, you can just have a backyard, just burn stuff. It looks like a lot of people would love that. All right, I'll put the price on the bottom right there. There's lots of deals to be had. We got the Andrew Johnson Bank. Another Andrew Johnson Bank. There's two Andrew Johnson Banks. There's a lot of political history, a lot of American history in Greenville. It's home to the President Andrew Johnson and Revolutionary War hero Nathaniel Greene. It's the capital of the lost state of Franklin. They say it's full of political history and rugged Appalachian beauty, where small town Southern charm meets the foothills of the Smokies, a place that feels like a living museum but moves at a peaceful, modern pace. That's what AI said. Now, Greenville's a nice place here. We saw a little bit of abandoned stuff here on the edge of town. They've been hit pretty hard with old tobacco jobs that have been lost. Not a lot of that going on. A lot of manufacturing jobs have been lost. Greenville is very conservative, And just about everybody here goes to church. You got a Kamala Harris sign, you're going to hear about it at church. You put that in your front yard here in Greenville. Another interesting fact here, they have memorials to both the Union and the Confederacy here. Right there is a Union Soldiers Memorial. And then over here is the Confederate Memorial. They don't have an actual statue, but we've got both of them. That's pretty rare. You don't see that a lot. That is until somebody topples them and takes them down because of woke stuff. But I guarantee you topple a statue in Greenville, Tennessee, they will not put up with that here, mister. No, they won't. Okay, folks, we're at the Greenville Cumberland Presbyterian Church here downtown. Kim, can you pan up and look at that cannonball? That is some Civil War history right here. In 1864, the Union surrounded the Confederacy that was hiding in this church, and they shelled this church during the Civil War, and there's still a cannonball stuck into the side of that church. If that ain't some damn Civil War history right there. Hi. Oh, look, they got Donald Trump in the back seat. And that is a cut. I look pretty good in this log cabin, don't I? Somebody should take a picture. Look at this. This should be on the Nick Johnson. Should be on the Nick Johnson calendar. What month would this be? December?
Like I did on my life, but I don't know that.
All right. When I told people that we were going to Greenville, they said, you need to go into Aunt B's home cooking, Nick. You guys will love it. So, Aunt B's.
E4.
We got an iced tea at Aunt B's. Here you go, Kim. I'll let you have the first suck.
Oh, that's a little off.
Do you think I can live there too?
Well, sure, Nappy. They don't fight diversity anymore here. Y'all means all. I don't think they'd let me live here. I am like so woke. I let people off with a warning because they learned their lesson. I don't think y'all means all with you, super gay cop.
Right into the parking lot.
Good deal, good deal. Good
Ah,
deal.
they're
I mean,
closed.
that's like am I pulling in?
Yeah. All right. Next stop, there's a zoo on the side of the road. Where else? Yeah, there was a zoo on the side of the road. Oh, look, there's a zebra. A zebra in Tennessee. What's your name and where are we, ma'am?
I'm Melinda Brott, and you're in Limestone, Tennessee, at Bryce Zoo. We've been here for over 20 years now. We're about 104 acres. We have a lot of animals. We have penguins and kangaroos and giraffes and macaws. We have all kinds of animals, a lot of fun for the kids.
We were driving down the road and we came across a place called Redneck Relics. Redneck Relics? What is this place? Redneck Relics out back? Where's Redneck Relics? Out back? Closed? Oh, come on. Jeez, give me a break. Oh my God, I don't think I've been so disappointed in my entire YouTube career than I am right now. God, you have no idea. I feel for you guys. I feel for me.
And this is RG Crafts. It's Native American inspired crafts. We make 95% of it ourselves.
Okay. So we've got some, tell me what I'm looking at here.
You're looking at necklaces, ponytail bands.
Okay.
You got some medicine pouches. You got candles.
Is there a Native American presence and history in Eastern Tennessee?
Yep. You got Cherokee, I can't remember all the tribes. I'm Sioux, Fox, and Shawnee. I'm northern. But I know you got the Cherokee and Choctaw. You've got a few here. But I'm still learning about all of my heritage because I just found out 7 months ago that I am Native American. After I find all that out, then I'm going to go see about getting my federal card. I don't care nothing about the money. I just want to be able to put out that this is Native American made.
Yeah, then you're official.
Yes.
So next door, do you get a lot of people that pull over for that place? He's got a bunch. What is that place? What does he have in there?
He's got antiques galore, and he's got whatnots.
How are folks getting by in this part of Tennessee?
It's hard. Our business has been down ever since Helene. It's just devastated a lot of people. A lot of them, especially around the river, have lost their houses. Still haven't got anything fixed up on them, which I think is ridiculous.
You mean the government support, FEMA, all that? They've been left high and dry up here?
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Still? And that was a year and 5 months ago?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, being a resident of around here, to see your neighbors still...
Sad. It's disrespectful to the people that are here. They want to help who they want, and they don't help who they don't want to. Then that's how I feel.
It's kind of every man for themselves. You know, neighbors helping neighbors. You can't rely on the government.
That's the thing. The neighbors do help neighbors around here. So.
All right, making our way down the highway. Of course, you got the Dollar General. Boo. They don't do anything good for anybody, but they're everywhere out here. We got the Handlebar Grill. Uh-oh. I really wish that Handlebar Grill is open. Dang it. Well, if that ain't rural Tennessee. This is how bars should be. Coldest beer in Chucky. I think we're in Chucky, Tennessee. Just for some perspective, out here on the side of the road. Of course, there's a church right across the street from a bar. That's pretty much Tennessee for you. And they are not even, you can't even see inside. Oh my goodness. No colors, no attitude, no BS, of course. I'm gonna, oh my goodness, what? Oh, are you open? Oh my goodness. Hi. I have a YouTube channel and we were passing by. I was just wondering if I could show your bar really quick.
Sir.
No?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. That place is open, and I went in there and I was like, oh, can I show? She's like, no, sir, turn it off. She did not want me in there. She was not having it. That's fine. I could tell that, I'm not gonna say why I think so, because she seemed like a good lady, but man, what a place. You got a little glimpse before I was told to shut it off. There we go. Oh, all right.
12 gauge shotgun shell.
12 gauge shotgun shell.
12 gauge shotgun shell.
All right. All right, up here, they have a Publix, but we're not interested in showing you what a Publix looks like. We want to show you the real shopping experience for Eastern Tennessee, a place that I have never been into, actually. It's called Food City, and that's where all the regular folks shop. All right, we got the trifecta here of Eastern Tennessee. We've got a Waffle House, an Ollie's Bargain Outlet, and a Food City. If that ain't regular folk, Eastern Tennessee. Hey Siri? Does Waffle House have salads? And I've been in just about every grocery store chain you could think of. And I've never in my life been in a food city. This is gonna be wonderful. Look at that dude's bumper. He's got a 2x4 bumper. This place is great. Oh, they're wearing camo in here. Oh, good people. Good people. Oh, this is actually really cool. This is not what I expected. They've got a lot of stuff in. Oh my gosh, they've got a giant sushi and a deli. This is nice. I thought this was gonna be, sorry, a little janky in here. What? Food City. Look, they got a cake department, fresh food. They're patriotic. They support their military associates. Wonderful. And look at the prices. Strawberries, 3 for $10. That's the cheapest strawberries we've seen on this entire trip. And it's a wonderful, clean shopping experience. Food City, thumbs up. I don't know why I thought Food City was gonna be a low budget shopping experience. I just thought it was. I don't know. I'd never been here before. It's cool here. This is what they call a shin banger out here in Tennessee. That'll hurt. Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Good stuff, cheap. This is a real treat. I've never been in Ollie's. It's a total southern thing. Oh, wow. Look at this place. Oh, dang. This is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Toys. $69 out the door. Good stuff, cheap. You got lawnmowers in here. Pottery. Heaters. They got a little bit of everything. Air fryers. Space heaters. Okay. They even got Huggies.
I thought Food City was very nice. If we were around here, I would shop there all the time.
If you want to drink some whiskey, Tennessee. If you want to kiss your sister, Tennessee. If you want to see some mountains and some rednecks, you'll be counting Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. Okay, folks, welcome to the Davy Crockett Travel Center. They love Davy Crockett in Tennessee. They got a statue of Davy Crockett up here. That's how much they love him here. Davy Crockett was born in 1786, and he was a hunter. And here comes a car. Keep rolling. We don't have the fancy people to block out the cars. He was a hunter, and he shot a bear when he was 3 years old. He was a frontiersman and a congressman. He actually represented Tennessee for a long time. And then he lost the re-election bid, went down to the Alamo, and got shot by a Mexican. See, look how diverse they are here. Oh, look at this little downtown.
It is super cute.
I didn't know Rogersville was like this. Eastern Tennessee, I'm glad that we came here as our final stop. Okay, this is our final stop, Rogersville, Tennessee. This is the second oldest city in Tennessee. Lots of history, lots of cool stuff. It's a wonderful place, very conservative, lots of churches. Leave your politics at home if you're a liberal. Same kind of stuff we've been saying. Technically, they say that Rogersville, it's on the modest side for income. Some people say it's kind of a poor place. But coming in, we saw rural countrysides and rolling hills. There's a lot more than big fancy homes and nice neighborhoods that are important in life. And coming in, this is some of the coolest part of the country we've ever seen. We're standing here in front of the Hale Springs Inn. This is the longest running inn and tavern in the state of Tennessee. It's built in 1824. Now, if you know anything about taverns back in the day, they were very important places for people to get their news and their gossip and do their politics and business, catch up on all the stuff. They wanted to hatch some plans. They did that stuff inside of taverns and inns just like this one. I'm gonna show you down the street, there's another inn that's even smaller than this. Let's go. Okay, and this is what a tavern looks like that isn't all fixed up. This is Rogers Tavern. This is Rogersville. Tavern was built in 1795. Think of all the drinking and arguing and the FU to the British and FU to the Union and all the other conversations that went on right in that tavern right there.
If I was alive back then, I would have hatched a plan to not allow Minnesota in as a state.
Well, we didn't even know about Minnesota back then, Mappy. Tennessee became a state in 1796. Minnesota became a state 60 years later in 1858.
If we knew then what we know now, we could have given Minnesota to Canada, and then we would have taken Alberta instead.
Well, Mappy, if we didn't have Minnesota, then we wouldn't have Prince.
If we had Alberta, we'd have oil. That's more important than Prince. Maybe we should build a DEI wonderland right across the border. Then they'll leave on their own.
Did you hit that?
Oh, I didn't mean to. All right, so...
I'm gonna pull in here.
All right, we're just about done here. And we saw this good old boy with all his flags and, well, I just figured it was somebody worth pulling over to talk to. When you see somebody out here like this, you gotta just pull over and give them the mic. I'm ready for dinner and a hotel room. Well, hey, that says a lot about rural Tennessee when you can leave all this stuff out and nobody, oh, there we go, open, and nobody will mess with it. Probably get shot. Is he in here? Take the microphone and hold it up like this. There you go. All right, where are we, Gary?
We're here in Rogersville, Tennessee.
All right.
And this is the business of mine of running Bar Originals. And I've had it here for about 4 or 5 years, something like that. And I try to have a little bit of everything that you can't find just anywhere else, you know. And on the side, I sell eggs when my chickens are happy. So, you know, I sell rugs, thermometers, tasers. And that's a little bit of everything.
How would you describe the way of life out here in this part of Tennessee?
The way of life is laid back and nobody don't get in no hurry. You know, it's simple as that, you know. It's just, it's a comfortable community. It's peaceful, not a lot of crime, like everywhere else you read about. There's a lot of people moving in here from out of state, and they love it here. You know, I've not met no one anywhere that they said anything bad about Rogersville. You know, they love it. So I said, good, you're in the right place, you know.
How'd you wind up in this part of the state?
I've lived here all my life. Yep, I've lived here. I was born here and I stayed here, but like I said, I drove a truck and I traveled all over the United States. There's nothing like Rogersville, Tennessee. You know, that's what I like about it. Yeah.
So how do you feel about the future of the United States?
I'm concerned about it because back to the younger people. The younger people right now are not, I feel, taking charge. They're not wanting to get up and, you know, do anything about it. They stay on their phones and they're nothing, you know. And that's where it's going to bite them in the butt, I think, you know. This older man was in there buying all kinds of Trump stuff. And he was older than I was, and he was filling his van full of Trump stuff. And I asked my supplier, I said, what's the deal with him? He sort of acts a little bit hateful. And he said, well, he's a Democrat. And I said, Democrat? So I walked over and asked him, I said, why are you buying all this stuff if you're a Democrat? He said, because it sells real good. He says, the only reason I'm doing it because nobody will buy Biden stuff. I said, cool, go for it, you know. So that made me happy as everything. So, yeah. So that was that, yeah.
Well, it's just good, sensible people out here. I do like it out here, man. Good values. People are honest. They're friendly. They're open. They're caring. Money's not the most important thing.
No. No. Just be happy, you know. Just it's your place to make yourself happy. If you're not, then you're doing something wrong, you know.
I don't know how anybody could be unhappy out here in this part of the state.
True, very true. Yep. This right here.
What?
What they do, I'll take a tag off. More people buy this right here. And what they do with it, they put it in their flower pot on the front porch. And that way, when you come and see it, you're either welcome or not welcome, or you can turn around and go back.
My neighbors would not like that, but you know what? I don't care.
That's exactly the way I feel about it.
Oh my God. Yep. Thank you so much. He just gave that to me. Yes, he did. All the memorabilia left over from the election. Oh, sorry, out of eggs. Well, that sucks. But we're not out of freedom. We're not out of memories. Here at the end of the day in Eastern Tennessee, it's a wonderful place. You don't have to agree with the politics, but you can agree with the good, sensible stuff, the good values, the sensibilities. Really super honest, hardworking folks with good values. Some of the most wonderful people we've met and some of the prettiest countryside that I've ever seen. And it's winter. We're about 5 days from Christmas. I'm tired. That's the end of the trip. That's the end of this adventure. It's time to go home. And cut. Okay, when you're in Rogersville, Tennessee, you need to come to Red Dog, the best restaurant, bar area, cool hangout spot in Eastern Tennessee.
Red Dog Tap Room and Eatery. And way to go to end this trip. We ended it. Don't film that. That's crazy.
If you want to drink some whiskey, Tennessee. If you want to kiss your sister, Tennessee. If you want to see some mountains and some rednecks you'll be counting, Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. If you want to see a ghetto, Tennessee. If you want to hear some music, Tennessee. If you want to shoot some guns and drive a big old truck, Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. If you want to make some moonshine, Tennessee. If you want to shoot a deer, Tennessee. If you want to hump your cousin and you don't care if they know it, Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. Okay, so we're now the most traveled channel in America. We've seen so many places and continue to get into the rest of America. If you're looking to move and you want help with the real estate agent or need ideas on where you can move, email me or click the link in the description. My video call consulting program might be perfect for you. I also have a new ebook. It's a comprehensive guide on the best and sometimes worst parts of the country that you can move to. We update that book all the time as we travel. The details for the consulting program and the ebook are in the description below. If you want Mappy merch, like t-shirts, stickers, and mugs, there's a link to my store in the description, or just click store at the top of the channel. You should think about joining as a channel member. Click the link in the description, or click on membership at the top of the page, or just scan this QR code on your screen. As a member, you'll get to see all the excerpts, Mappy bloopers, and uncensored content. There's even stuff I did back in college on there. I also do cameos. I can send your birthday wishes or hellos or whatever you want in a video message straight to your inbox. The link to my Cameo page is in the description. And finally, we have another channel that you should subscribe to. It's called Interviews Across America, where I upload all the uncut, complete interviews with real Americans from all walks of life. The link for that channel is in the description too, or just search for Interviews Across America. That's it. Thanks for watching.